Hey, good morning, everybody. Right here, Oklahoma, United States of America, guys. We got Silver Stacker Cracker this morning, guys. Gonna load this video a little bit later, but let's talk about the future of investing and what should you stack, or what do you think you should stack, or what is considered a stacker. I think there's a lot of different opinions on what a stacker really is. I'm going to talk about that. We're going to look at some of this stuff and talk about this and what our future investments are for us, for our children, and family. So let's, excuse me, guys, allergies once again. So, we did a video yesterday on these right here on the Goldbacks, guys. Got some very positive comments, got some negative comments. And I'm going to say right now that these are going through what these are going through. Stackers absolutely hate copper, okay, and refuse copper as a future monetary investment. And a lot of people are saying the same things about these, which I, after researching this, disagree quite a bit. And by the way, excuse SSC for saying all the time. It's a habit. So I know a lot of you guys, some people like these kind of videos with the hands and all that stuff. Some people like the videos with me just showing my face and talking and everything. And I appreciate everybody watching all of them. Make sure, by the way, subscribe, hit the like button, share my video. I would really appreciate it, guys. So basically, this is about gold, silver, goldbacks, numismatics, and we're going to talk about those right now. So let's start with the A number one here. Let me get that out of the way because it sure, sorry about the focusing, but let's talk about gold. This gold. Let's talk about it. So gold has always been the king of kings when it came time for trading, for big time purchases, for safe havens, for thousands of years. So I'm going to say probably my strategy is diversification. Diversify what you have, valuables, whether it be gold, real estate, valuable vehicles, if affordable. But gold has always been the king, guys. It's always been the one that has been always been strong. It always has been and always will be. So that would be the one, not necessarily the number one thing to stack for me, but I'm going to stack it in fractionals, mainly fractionals. And do you pay some higher premium for fractionals? Yes, you do. The higher you go in weight with gold, the more you're going to pay for it. Gosh, man, I tell you what, I can't keep this stuff leaning up correctly, but that's okay. And then my next thing is going to be silver. What silver should we really stack? I mean, should you stack this kind of stuff? Should you keep this kind of stuff? A proof set, rounds, silver rounds, like these buffaloes. These buffaloes, guys, gals, everywhere are probably the most popular round out there. And I've got more of these, and I'm going to get some more here shortly. So, I'm going to say don't really necessarily stack fractional. I mean, I've got some fractional silver. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good. But as far as rounds, I like these. And as the professor, Rich in El Reno, which in a couple weeks we're going to film him again, would say, stack what you like, stack what you enjoy, guys. So we've got gold and we got silver rounds. Okay, both of those. And of course, Eagles, Krugerrands, Maples, we've got all those. Those all bring, especially the Eagles, a higher premium to buy. So let's talk about premiums, everybody, because I get a lot of comments on different things that, all I hear is premium, 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 premium. You're paying too much for the premium. It costs, I'm out, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about that, everybody. So premiums on gold, premiums on silver, premiums on gold backs, premiums on everything, guys. Let's talk about premiums on other stuff. So let's take the premium and use it in a different way. If you go out and you buy your high dollar car or your high dollar pickup truck, like we have in Oklahoma, those things are, some of them guys are like 80, 90, $100,000. The depreciation on those is 55% in the first 5 years. Okay, premium. You're paying a premium for everything. Buy a car, buy a truck, you're killing yourself, everybody. You're killing yourself. Now, if you can afford to buy one and pay cash for it, I think that's great, okay? But you're still, let's say $100,000 truck, you're still losing in 5 years. You're losing $50,000, $40,000. But when you buy, even if you pay, a premium on gold and silver, and even on a gold back, your future is way better. You don't have that mass depreciation on metals and gold and even copper that you do on, for instance, a pickup truck. If you go buy food, you're paying a premium for food. Go buy jewelry, you're paying a premium for jewelry. Okay, so your best investments to stack, to me, are gold, silver, and we're going to talk about numismatics. So I'm not going to say all of your numismatic stuff is the best stuff to stack, but they're still valuable. 1883 Carson City, folks, MS-64. Do you think that's really going to drop in value dramatically compared to a pick-em-up truck or a car? I don't think so. So I guess you stack what you like, but if you're keeping this stuff as an investment, be wise about what you buy in numismatic coins, I believe, and get the right ones. Do your research your numismatics. So I've got quite a few slabbed graded coins here, and I love them. And I absolutely, whoops, wouldn't be the silver stacker if I didn't do that. I love the different world currency stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So they call me a collector sometimes. They call me a stacker sometimes. if you have numismatics, if you have silver, if you have gold, if you have copper, guys, it's the terminology. How do you feel on what you have? Are you a stacker? I'm a stacker. It doesn't matter if we enjoy collecting um, the beautiful world currency coins. Well, guess what? That's a stack, right? Your premiums are higher. I don't care. I don't care if the premiums are higher. Get off the premium thing, folks. Of course, you do want to try to buy as close to spot as you possibly can. You make money by buying um, low and selling high. That's been around for years. Same way with gold. But get off the premium thing, because this stuff, it stays. The money stays pretty consistent. I mean, we're talking about going $40 an ounce possibly here, this year at least, on silver, and maybe even 3,700 on gold. We don't know. Um, there's a lot of factors that play into that, and so let's get back now. So we've covered some gold, some silver, some numismatic stuff. Should you carry the numismatic stuff? Personally, uh, this stuff isn't boring to me. Okay. I love these right here, the buffaloes, and I love the currency coins. That's fun because searching a specific currency coin that you want to get, a country currency coin, that's a lot of fun. That's still stacking. You're paying more for the country's world currency coins than you do, for instance, maybe a buffalo. But man, I'm telling you, this gets boring. Stacking a bunch of eagles, stacking a bunch of maples. Okay, you're stacking for your future. You're stacking for your investment. All right. So are you right here. So are you right here in fractional gold. You're stacking for your future and your investment, guys. And even copper. Is copper worth as much as gold and silver? No, it's not. I've talked about that till I was blue in the face. But if you stack the right stuff, it always brings more. The minted stuff always does better than a scrap copper bar. So I'm going to say, stack what you like, stack what you enjoy, and listen to others to a point, but do what makes you happy, guys. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy, and then sometimes you got a gut feeling. Let's talk again about these gold backs. All right, so let's pull this half Florida gold back out. We did this video yesterday on these gold backs. All right, and up there underneath the gold back, it says a negotiable instrument, folks. If a state adopts this, that is a negotiable instrument. This is a bartering tool. It is gold. It follows the gold market values. If you research it, yes, the premiums on these can be astronomical. My suggestion on these is if you're going to stack these as a possible hedge in the future, a barter for the future, and it's not the future, people. People are bartering for these now in Florida, and they'll be bartering, already doing it in Oklahoma, and we don't even have an Oklahoma gold back yet. It's coming out this month, and I'll be getting some of those. But hey, there's people already bartering for them. So I would suggest doing the halves, ones, twos, threes, fives, maybe even tens. I think once you go over that, you're paying a ton for it. The smaller denominations of these, I believe this is possibly the future in bartering, along with, of course, gold, um, gold and silver. I believe that these are going to really, really take off. So You know, is this the future of investing? In my opinion, and I'm going to take some hits on this, folks. I've been looking into it. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I believe that is the future. That's the future. These are the future. I do believe the future of numismatic coins, the popularity has been around for years and years on the numismatic stuff. I believe copper is also the future. So the future of investing is setting right here, right in front of you. This is the future of investing, folks. I'm going to continue to stack what I stack. My idea of stacking is quantities of things that are valuable that I enjoy. And you should also do the same. If it's worth money, and it will always be worth money, whether it be something that, doesn't go up in value as much as silver and gold, like copper. If it's one of those things, if they're gold backs, if that's the future of money, and it's always been the past, gold and silver, then you should stack it. So that's kind of my take on the future of investing is gold and silver. And remember, the gold backs are 24 karat gold. They're a negotiable instrument. They're going to be easier to barter with, like fractional silver is easier to barter with than fractional gold, because, you're going to go take a quarter ounce of gold and go buy a loaf of bread. And, come on. Half gold back, yeah, you're going to go buy some bread with that if somebody accepts it. So this is the future of investing, in my opinion. We're not talking about 401ks and all that stuff and IRAs. We're talking about metals. We're talking about numismatics. We're talking about gold backs. I believe this is the future. This is diversification. I'm diversifying in this, and I will find other ways to diversify. Remember one thing, guys. Everybody said Bitcoin was crazy. I will not invest in Bitcoin, nor can I afford Bitcoin. But I will not do that because of my personal reasons. But people in the early days when they invested in Bitcoin, some of those folks are multimillionaires, everybody. Everybody said, you're crazy, don't do that. I said the same thing. I told people when they said, I'm going to invest it. They said, I'm going to invest in Bitcoin. I said, you're nuts. Why would you do that? It's not even a currency. It's digital. Why would you do that? Here we are. People are making millions of dollars on Bitcoin, folks. So nobody can predict the future. Silver stackers see stacking as bulk, like this. Bulk. They consider themselves a stacker. Well, stackers, you can put that in many different terms. It's what you stack and what you like. So enjoy it, guys. Video probably won't do very good, but that's okay. I don't care. Yesterday's video actually kind of bombed, in my opinion, but that's all right also. So SSC, happy Sunday, guys. Happy coffee. Everybody have a great rest of their weekend. We love you all over the world. Please make sure to share, subscribe, comment on these videos. And remember, we're going to be, we got Rich, I think, pretty well healed up, and we're going to be filming him not this coming weekend, next weekend, but the week after. And we'll have some fun with him, and we'll talk about everything. So SSC right here, Oklahoma, United States of America, guys. Everybody have a happy, happy Sunday. I am I'm